Okay. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming to class. So today we're going to be starting on our backs. I do want you to have a strap near you. And if you could, take your blanket where usually it's kind of this big and roll it on the long end, which means it's not going to be as thick, um, into a little burrito, a little a three roll and place it down. You're going to lay over this so that the blanket is underneath your armpits. Now, some of you, I definitely know at least one of you. Oop, and I forgot to put my other camera in. Sorry, I'm coming back. One of you for sure will want something under your head. Just changing my camera. There, that's better. So feel free to put anything under your head so that you are not um you so Heather, yours is too thick. I don't want anybody's head dropping back. So if it is, grab a pillow, another blanket, anything so that your head or a block so that your head is not dropping back. And Heather, I think Kristen's going to grab you a watch for the wee slide. All right, everybody, come on down. Make sure your strap is near you. We won't be in this position for long, and I'll talk about it while we're here. Oh, see, you can even put your ponytail under your head if you happen to have one. So the blanket is below the armpits. So today I want to play with the idea of opening the front body. Gravity and life cause the whole front body to continue to contract. And that can be problematic, and it will start to pull our shoulders, it'll start to pull our bellies tighter and tighter so that we are starting to curl toward the front. So today's going to be about just playing with this idea. Start by having your feet on the floor and your knees bent. And then close the eyes if they're not already. And just see if you can find some comfortable spot here. And if this is torture, by the way, lower the blanket so that it is not, or take the blanket out. Everything we're going to do for now is easy to do without a blanket. Maybe take the arms out at cactus. So already we're feeling a stretch along the front of the chest, maybe into the shoulders, maybe into the front deltoid muscles. And as you take a nice deep breath in, you'll feel a deeper stretch through the chest. And as you exhale, maybe the back of the ribs just fall down into that blanket. So inhale in and exhale. And another way, by the way, if your head still feels like it's a little too far back, you can take your hands behind your head. But ideally, something that puts your neck more neutral. One more big deep breath here. And exhale. And then just straighten the right leg, just the right leg. And start to bring the right arm overhead. The arm does not have to touch the floor. It just maybe the back of the hand to the floor. If any of that hurts, take the hand wider out to the side. So think about the front body. Think about the right side right now. And notice what is feeling stretched. Maybe point your toes on the right. So the front of the foot is now getting stretched, the front of the shin, the thigh, the psoas, the belly, the chest, the arm, all the way to the hand. And release that and let go. Good. Same thing, other side. Straighten the left. Ooh. Bring the left arm overhead any amount that you can. The head and neck should be really soft and comfortable. We won't be on the blanket long. I know this can be uncomfortable for some. And then point your toes and feel the stretch. Maybe you feel it differently on this side. The shin is stretching, the quad is straight, the psoas, the deep belly muscles, the armpit, and release. Good. Last one, both legs straight, both arms overhead, backs of the hands hopefully resting on the floor, point both feet, and then reach with the arms. Please don't hurt your shoulders. So the chest just got taller. Breathe and then tuck the pelvis. So it's going to seem kind of weird. You're going to see if you can tuck the pelvis a little bit. That's going to totally change your stretch. And release that. Release the arms. Bend your knees. Very slowly roll to one side. Woo. And come on up slowly, slowly, slowly. Whew, good. Set your blanket aside or fold it up and sit on it. That'd be awesome too. And pause here. So you have your strap. Pause here for a moment and just see how that feels already. For some, I know how uncomfortable that can be, especially when our upper backs are rounding, starting to round like that. It can be really interesting to press that part of the body forward. So grab your strap and put it in a loop if you can, so that it's in pretty much, I think I got yours, Heather, pretty much the biggest loop that you can with just a little tail so that you've got, it's almost like a safety. If your strap doesn't do that, it's okay. Again, you're just going to take it about as wide as that would be. And leave it there on your lap for a second. Roll the shoulders. Ah, good. Just roll, roll, roll. And release. Take your left hand to the mat. Inhale the right arm up. Take it straight up to the ceiling. And then see if you can get the fingertips higher. Again, please, no pain in the shoulders. And reach even more and even more. And at the same time, press that same side hip down, down, down. So think again, right? We're stretching the front body, also side body, actually. And release that. Good. Same thing, other side. Just take the hand out, relax that shoulder, other arm up, and pause. How does that feel? And again, I try not to say this too much, but if straight up hurts, take it out at a diagonal. You'll get a very similar effect. And then start to reach. Relax your head, relax your neck, relax your jaw. Maybe you reach more, maybe you reach more. And release. Whew. Go back to the first side. Float that arm up. Reach just halfway and come over to the side. Don't drop your ear. Keep the ear neutral. Press strongly down on that hip. So if you're stretching your right arm, your right hip drops down. Make sure the left shoulder is not overworking. And take it up, both arms up. Exhale, other side. Reach first. And then bend to the side second. Again, just don't let the head drop. Relax through your head, your neck. And take it up. Exhale, let go. Good. Roll all that out. All right. The next few moves, you're going to see these twice. One seated, one standing. I'm sorry I didn't write down the doctor's name, but this was a video from a doctor on posture, which we work on all the time. So you're going to take your strap and just hold the ends. And it may be different for different people because we have different arm lengths. But just hold it out to the side and pretend this is like a broomstick, right? Because that's what he used. He used a broomstick or a dowel to have a nice rigid thing. So you want your strap to be rigid. Take the arms up. Inhale. Keep that rigidity in the strap. Exhale, one side. pause. You don't have to go super low. Take it up. Exhale. Please do not hold your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more, both sides. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and let that go. Whew. And just roll the shoulders. Ideally, what we're going to start to feel is this from your pubic bone to your collarbones is going to get really tall without overarching the back. All right, so second one here, there's 4 exercises. The fourth one, seated, will modify. So the strap is out to the front. You are like, you're popping it, you're keeping it nice and taut. Don't over pull, and then twist to one side. Keep the tension in the strap, but soften the shoulders. Good. Center, inhale. Exhale. Breath, the breathing is important. Inhale. Exhale. Pause at the twist. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And center and let it go. Roll the shoulders. How you feeling, everybody? Good. Third exercise, Betty, be cautious here. Be really cautious. Now, we're not going to drop our heads back, but we're going to be looking up using the strap. If you get a little dizzy, if you have a little vertigo stuff, maybe don't take it quite so far. So think about that blanket behind our back. We're doing this with a strap. So take it in front of you. Draw the shoulders back. Inhale here. Exhale, lift the strap and just see if you can kind of look up. And then exhale, just the strap to the knees. Don't curl down. Inhale. Open it up, everybody. And exhale. The first time I did these, they were so tight. Inhale, open. And exhale. Don't drop the head back. The head is following the chest. And exhale. Let's just do one more. And exhale. Good. Soften and pause. Anybody feeling a difference yet? Like, oh, right. What's happening? Especially at the chest. These muscles get so tight. Think about everything we do in life, right? Here we are driving, blah, right? Here we are being mad. Okay. I don't know. This one is this, I won't make this one tricky. It's a little tricky. We'll do the full one when we stand up. So you're going to take the strap at a diagonal so that one hand is down at your side. Don't worry about overstretching the arms or anything. One hand is down. You're going to take the back hand. This is how I got to describe it. And Kristen, your strap might not be wide enough. Yeah. So you're going to take your back hand and scoop it up to the opposite side while the other hand comes down. It's like a little windmill, right? So the back hand scoops up and the back hand goes down. Good. Scoop the back hand forward and up. Other hand goes back. Scoop the back hand up and back. Good. We're going to do 2 more. Lift it up. I know this feels weird. And scoop it up. Last one, scoop it up and release. So the way this doctor described this is if you've ever seen the movie Matrix, where the guy goes and avoids the bullet, right? Oh, because he backs up. It's kind of that. So we're only going to do 1 more of those on both sides. But this time you're just going to kind of lean back out of the way of the bullet that's going to fly over your head in the movie. All right. So Your arms are down. Think about that as you scoop, kind of lean back and bring the other, yeah. And then scoop the other one and lean back and over. And that's enough of that. Set your strap aside. You'll see those later. All right. Take the blanket underneath your knees and come to the front of your mat, hands to the front of your mat, table pose. Good. So nice, easy table pose. Don't hurt the wrists, all that stuff. I don't want you to do cat. I want you to just slowly do cow so that we think about that front body again. Draw the shoulders back, lift up through the chin, lift up through your tailbone, and just see if you can feel the stretch at the front of your body, but don't overdo it. And then come to neutral. Good. Inhale, lift. Really lift the chin. And neutral. Inhale, lift. Exhale, neutral. Two more. And neutral. Last one. And neutral. Good. If you need to come off the wrists at any time, just give them a little shake. You can come to elbows if you want. Take the right leg back. Lift the right leg. Bend the right knee. And lift that knee up away from the floor even more. So think about the front quadricep, right? Also front body muscle. Stretching that out. If you can, the heel comes toward the hip, but don't overdo it. Don't hurt the knee. And then bring that same knee to your elbow, a little half cat, and then straighten the leg all the way out and up, only if it doesn't hurt your back. Inhale or exhale as you curl. Inhale, lift, point your toes. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. And exhale. And let go. Just come on off those wrists, everybody, in any way that feels good. Give them a little shake, a little curl. And maybe feel what's happening with my front body. I'm already feeling like I'm stretching a little better. All right, come on back. Last one on this. Start by taking the left leg back. Lift the left leg. Nice tone to the belly, everybody. Bend the knee and just see if you can lift the knee a little bit higher. If we engage the glute, guess what is stretching, right? The front hip flexors, the quad and psoas. Maybe bring that heel toward the glute more, if only if that makes sense. Breathe and then bring that knee to your elbow. Curl in just a little and point the toes to lift. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Three more. Exhale. Do these with the idea that you are stretching the front body. To left. Last one. And release. You're actually coming back to a seat. It's going to be two things we're going to do. Grab your strap. So I said at the beginning of class that we were not only stretching the front body, we're going to work with the knees a little bit. So you have your strap in a loop. So keep that double strap. Keep that thickness. And then take the strap behind your right knee. And then wrap that strap around and hold it with your right hand. So what we're doing is creating a little bit of almost like a brace or a strap for the knee. Martin and I had talked about that Friday, what these things are good for when we use our straps and our braces and things like that. So you want it to be relatively tight without pain, and I'll just stay sideways so you can see. And then lean back with your other hand and straighten the leg and bend it. Good. Straighten and bend. The other thing you could do is you can wrap it twice, right? If that feels really good, wrap it twice. So what we're doing is we are compressing the muscle, which helps with keeping that kneecap in alignment. And we're also supporting the tendons that go down to the knee, tendons and ligaments, to help support the knee. Good. I was doing this, I did this a few times yesterday, and all of a sudden, a lot of that flicky, crunchy stuff just kind of quit doing that. And I was like, oh, I mean, it still does it some, but it's not a miracle cure. Good. The next time that leg is straight, hold and breathe. Whether you have one wrap or other, see if you can take the other arm up and release and take that strap out. Same thing, other side. So just wrap that strap. I like it thick. It's like putting a washcloth underneath that. Wrap it once or wrap it twice. As long as your foot's not turning purple, you're okay. And then your other leg can be where it makes sense for you. Lean back on the right hand if you've got your left leg wrapped. And then straighten and bend. Does this feel good to anybody? Yeah. I don't know. It feels no. Betty's like, no, please don't do this if it hurts or loosen the strap. 3 and 4, 5. Good. Just a few more. 6. If you don't have to lean, even better for your core. Straight and bend. Last one, straight, bend, and then hold it straight if you can. Let go of the hold in the back. Take that arm out and just breathe. And release. Undo that strap. Set this, no, actually keep the strap. Sorry about that. We're going to go back to the first leg, but we're going to play with it in Janu Sirsasana. So blanket or no blanket, totally up to you if you want to sit on your blanket. Let's straighten the left leg. You're going to take that same double strap right behind the knee. So this is the equivalent of putting a washcloth there, right? So a lot of us have problems with compressing the knee. And so this may or may not help. And again, you can wrap it once or you can wrap it twice. But then hold that strap around the outside and take the knee out to the side. And just see how that feels in your knee. You don't have to go this high. You can go low. You don't have to use the strap at all. What is this helping us do? 1, it's creating space behind the knee. 2, it's helping with that external rotation, if that makes sense. Okay, so hold on to that. Keep it tight. Inhale the other arm up and take that arm forward. Let the hand come down either to your leg, the floor, or your foot. And just keep pulling kind of that strap away from the knee. You're just giving it a little bit of a tug. Watch your posture. Make sure it's nice and long here. Breathe. And then point your toes. And if your hand reaches, just push on that foot a little bit. If it doesn't, don't worry about that. Good. Come on up. Take that same left arm up. Reach over to the side. Still holding the knee. Still stretching. Don't let the head drop down to your shoulder. Take the same arm up. Almost done. I want you to reach to the other side and just reach. And release. Good. Take that knee up, straighten. Wrap the other knee. Don't worry about getting it perfect. It's just tight, tight-ish, and it's above the knee joint. All right, so you're going to bend, you're going to turn it out to the side. You're just going to give a little pull out on that strap. Remember, your foot can be way out here. It's okay. Inhale, right arm. Exhale, forward fold. I didn't want to forget these before we got up. So big deep breath. So just tug on that strap a little bit. Remember, you can stay way up here. Don't have to reach for that foot. Stretching out that calf muscle, right? With that flexed foot, the calf muscle at the back of the lower leg is stretching, maybe the hamstring a little bit. Big deep breath. And then point the foot, maybe if only if that hand reaches, just give that foot a little push away. And release. Take that knee up, undo your strap, everybody. Ah, I forgot. Oh, well, that's okay. We'll be doing so much of that. Sorry about that. Grab one block. Hey, you should have told me sooner. All right, you're going to take one block. Now, not everybody's going to be able to do this. If you can, bend the knee and hook your block. If you cannot do that, just wrap your hands either around your knee or behind your knee, okay? So hook that block and just hold. If you can, you're going to squeeze that block. Why are we doing this? If we're talking about front body, why are we doing this? Anybody? Nobody? Who knows? Who cares, right? Okay, so the reason that we're doing this is we're working here with the hamstring, right? So for compressing the hamstring, we're stretching the quad. Even if it doesn't feel like it, even if that quad feels like it's working, which it probably is too. Big squeeze. Release, turn the block, hook it, heel to sit bone or heel to back of thigh. Ooh. Heel to back of thigh and pull that block in. Does anybody feel that? Okay. You can take your hands off. Now you're doing a weird variation of boat pose, right? Woo! Breathe and let go. Oh, shake that out. Same thing, other side. And then we're done with all these weird things that I make up in my sleep. So the first one is a short hook right behind the knee. Your other leg can be straight, it can be bent, it can be out to the side, and just squeeze. If you don't need your hands, don't use them. Okay, so then we have to work core to stay upright. Squeeze your block. Good. Release. Hook your heel to your sit bone or your heel to the back of the thigh. Usually you can get a corner of the block right behind the heel. And then push that heel into your glute and tell me you don't feel that work. Ooh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let go. I could tell that was popular. All right. Blocks to the front of your mat, everybody. Set that blanket aside. Actually, let's keep the blanket for one more thing. Blanket underneath. This is what happens when I want to do a whole bunch all at once. All right. Step your right foot forward and come into a lunge. The back foot is flat. It's right behind your knee, ideally. And then just lean forward. Even if your knee goes a little bit past your ankle, as long as you don't have knee pain, that's okay. Where I want you to focus is right here, right? Does everybody feel the stretch in the quad? Now push into your top of your back foot. Belly is toned in, still stretching front body. Back glute squeezes. Your left glute. It's a good squeeze to it. Release that. Take the hips back a little bit. Take your hands to your knee. Inhale the left arm up. So left knee is back, left arm is up. Again, a slight tuck of the pelvis. We're stretching the front hip flexors, the quad, a little bit into psoas, and then stretch to the right side. Don't let the right knee follow. Feel the belly. Everybody feeling that belly stretch? Woo. And take it up. Woo. Hands come back down. Release that side. Come to the other side. Left foot forward. Right knee down. Make sure you're not hurting that right kneecap. And then just press forward. So we know, right, at least the way I teach, I never just drop into these joints. And if you don't squeeze your back glute, you might drop too hard into the front, the anterior hip joint, anterior portion of the hip joint. So squeeze your glute, allow the back quad to stretch, press into your top foot, the top of your foot. Breathe. And then stay here and just do the slightest little tuck of your pelvis. Release that. Come back into more of a 90-90. Take your hands to your knee. Keep that nice stretch at the back quad. Take the right arm up. Good. So again, if you want to go lower, that is okay. But just do me a favor and keep the back glute active so that you're not just dropping into the hip joint. And then stretch over to one side. So this is the psoas muscle, attaches at the inner thigh, inner upper thigh, and goes all the way to your diaphragm. And we are working into that deep belly right now. Release, everybody. Hands come down. Bring that knee back. Holy moly. Well, move the blocks out of the way for now. And downward facing dog. Once you're in down dog, stretch out those tight little calf muscles, the back of your lower legs. I always wondered why they call the lower part of the arm the forearm, but they don't call the lower part of the leg the foreleg. Breathe. Bend one knee, keep the other straight, stretch out those muscles. Same thing, other side. Good. Release both. Take the feet super wide on your mat. Let's walk those hands back. You can move your blanket out of the way for now. Turn the toes out. Bend the knees. Come on up, everybody. And come to standing. Shake, shake, shake those legs out. So again, it's really interesting. And in my classes, a lot of what we do is tightening the quads, doing core work, right? Getting super strong, but not getting length here. So grab your strap. Remember I said we were going to do these certain stretches standing or seated and standing? We're now going to do it standing. So your feet are hips width, a little wider than hips width apart. The back of the knees are soft. Right, Heather, just like paddleboard. Keep the knees soft. You've got that strap nice and wide. Take it up overhead and think about this strap being a broomstick or a dowel rod or something so that you don't want it to get real slack. But also don't like over pull. Don't over muscle this. All right, inhale. Exhale, slow side bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Little tone to the belly here. Inhale. Exhale. Don't rush this. Inhale. Exhale, pause. Inhale. One more, both sides. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale, let go. Roll the shoulders. How do you feel? Do you feel like you maybe are a little taller than you were when you started class? Ooh. All right, take it out in front. You can shorten it, by the way. It does not have to be this wide. You can lengthen it if it feels icky. Drop the shoulders down the back. And let's twist. Now, when you twist, by the way, watch the knees, right? You can let the knees bend or pivot that back foot. Center, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Pause at that end point. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Center. And let go. So what this physician said is that wherever you start, if you're doing this and this is your twist, you go there. You go to your end point comfortably. And he said, if you do these every day, you'll start to get to the point where the fascia, right, the connective tissue, the fascia just starts to go, oh, I can breathe again, right? And it just starts to move everything. All right, exercise number 3. Feet are planted. Remember, watch the head. You take, so as we inhale, lift and reach the chest toward the ceiling. Think of bridge pose and just exhale, let the strap come down. Inhale, open, don't lift the chin. Oh, and exhale. Woo. This one was the most impactful for me because I felt my whole belly chest stretch and down. We got one more. Open, open, and down. And roll it out. All right. Finally, your inner matrix. You're going to take the strap, one down, one up. And you can even widen the feet a little bit. Just keep the knees soft. And the best way I could figure out to describe it is you're scooping that bottom hand and dropping the other. Good. Scoop the bottom hand and open. Scoop and open. Scoop and open. Last one, scoop. Actually, 2 more. And open and scoop and open and release. And just pause. What do you think of that? Aren't those neat? They're like, oh, so set your strap aside. Maybe step wide on your mat. You can either step outside your mat or just turn sideways. Come into a little squat. So we're doing opposite what I've been saying because now you're really working the quads here. But I want you to think about this upper body again. Take one hand to your chest, take one hand to your sacrum. Draw the sacrum down as you lift the chest. Take a really deep breath. Good. Take both hands down to your thighs. Roll the shoulders back. Tone the belly in. Leave your right hand where it is. Take the left arm up. Start to do a side bend, but then reach over across in front of you. Yep. Circle down and open back up. One more, just like that. So side bend, reach across, circle it down, open it up. Take the other arm up, straighten the legs. Come back down, little baby squat. Hands come to your thighs. Roll the shoulders. Leave the left hand where it is. Inhale. Exhale, side bend. And then reach across that left side. Drop it down to the floor. Take it back up. Good. Side bend. Reach down all the way up. Take the other arm up. Straighten the legs and release. And roll that out and heel toe in. All right, so final one here from a stretch standpoint. This one more challenging. Some of you, Betty, probably maybe B, anybody with knee stuff, you're gonna grab your strap and do this. For those who don't need or don't want the strap and can grab a foot, grab a foot. Now, feel free to come to a wall because it's more about the quad than balance right now. So, Heather, feel free to go if you want to the window or so feel the knee. If you have the strap, you're just going to press that back. So everybody start to press the knee back, but don't let it go past the other knee. Tuck the pelvis. Watch the standing leg. And as you tuck the pelvis, feel the stretch in your quad. Now push the foot back into your hand. Only if you want, take the other arm up. Variation here of dancer. Keep the tuck in the pelvis. Stretch that lovely quad. And release and shake it out. Turn around, stretch, switch sides. That looks like my brother's car. Good. Other side. Bring that knee next to the other knee, but then tuck the pelvis. Start to lengthen up through your pose. Draw the shoulder back. Breathe. Good, solid standing leg. Keep the tuck. That's way more important than anything else. And then only if you want, take that arm up. Woo. And breathe. And release. Shake it out. Whew. Shake, shake, shake. Go back to the first side. You can either use the wall or not. So those of you already using a strap, stay with the strap. This is going to be dancer pose instead. So right foot forward, left foot back just a little bit. You're going to lean on that right foot. There's a couple choices here. Notice as I lean into the right foot, squeeze the left glute. Lengthen the whole left side of your body. You're already in a variation of dancer pose. And then if you want, reach back, grab your foot or the foot is in your strap. Roll the left shoulder back. Take the right arm up. Push your foot into your hand. And only if you want, maybe you come forward. And breathe. And release. Whew. Any variation of that, hand to the wall. I really love this whole idea of, right? So switching sides, left foot forward, right foot back. What if you were here and you squeezed your glute and lengthened that whole right side, right? What if that was your dancer pose? What if you were there? Or grab the foot, solid standing leg. Bring the knee next to the other knee to start. Slight tuck of the pelvis, take the arm up, and then push the foot into the hand as you start to take the torso forward a little or not. Breathe, 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 everybody. And release. Woo. Yeah, right. And shake that out. All right, let's give the poor hamstrings a little stretch. You can grab your blocks, take them to the front of your mat, and just bring that body forward. We have not stretched those poor hamstrings all class, I don't think. Whew. If you don't need your blocks, you don't have to use them. But think about your so we're in a forward fold, right? Stretching the hamstrings, but what is the torso doing? Are we just undoing everything we did because we're hunched and rounded? Instead, lengthen from the pubic bone to the chest bone. Feel a little bit more length. Breathe. And then bend the knees, everybody. Hands come to your knees. Come on up. And shake all that out. Come back to the front of your mat if you're not. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, step back, right leg. Can take your hands to your blocks. You can leave the back knee up or take it down. Take your hands to your left knee. Lift up through your chest. Inhale up. Think about all the length in the front of your body as we reach the arms up, as we draw the lower belly in and feel all the stretch in that connective tissue. Exhale, hands come down. Push off and step forward, or just switch sides. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down you go. Soften the knees, step back, left leg. Breathe, squeeze through that back glutes. Everybody, hands come to your knee. Lift up. Think of the length, back thigh, back, back thigh, belly, left side, all the way to fingertips. Exhale, down you go. Push off and step forward. Stay in a forward fold for a moment. Bend the knees. Take your hands to your knees, all the way up, all the way down. Move your blocks out of the way. Step back to downward facing dog. Shake it out. Lower those knees to the floor. Grab your blanket. Betty, camel pose. Yeah. So camel pose, tricky little booger, especially on the knees. So I'll give you a couple choices. One, don't do it. Two, cushion your knees really nicely with a blanket. Three, if one knee can be down but not both, you can do half camel. Okay, so you're here instead, or just don't do it because this is a little tricky one on the knees. All right, so you're on both knees, your knees feel good. The whole tailbone drops down and the pelvis actually tucks in. So if the opposite would be if you were poking your butt out, but it actually tucks in. Place both hands at your thighs. Push your hands into your thighs, push your thighs into your hands, and then just draw the shoulders back. You're actually doing camel in a sense here. Think about the strap when we were trying to get the chest up toward the ceiling. And then take both hands to your deep back pockets. So I've got the heels of my hands on my glutes. I'm going to pull the glutes down, keep the pelvis tucking, roll the shoulders back, draw the head back, but I don't drop my head back. I just draw the whole neck and everything back and lift the chest. Release and come on down. Camel pose. Tricky pose. I don't teach it very much. I actually don't do it very much. But from the pubic bone to the collarbones, if we can find the length, right? Our back bend happens up here instead of here where people can get cranky in their low backs. So one more time. Come on up. Flip your toes under. Tailbone lengthens down. There's a slight tuck to the pelvis. The chest starts to rise. If you were here and you felt good, I'd be so happy, right? If this is your camel pose. Otherwise, take both hands to the deep back pockets. Push down on the glutes, press forward with the thighs. Start to lift the chest. One, you're here. Two, you're just going to see if you can find the heels or the thighs instead of the butt. Breathe. Open that chest. Walk the hands back to your butt and release. Woo! And right where that blanket is, I want you to lay down on it so that your hips are on your blanket. Your legs and chest are lower than your hips. Just breathe for a second here. And then press the pubic bone into the blanket to lengthen your lower back. And then just release the press. As you exhale, press that pubic bone into the blanket and release. Good. One more. Press down. And release. We're going to come onto our backs. We are heading toward the end of class, but we're not done yet. You want one block. Actually, you can put both blocks beside you. And then very comfortably, you're going to roll onto your back. You don't need that blanket, so you can move that off to the side. Maybe it'll be for your head after for Shavasana. Come on down, but bend the knees. Whew, feet to the floor. Just breathe here. Oh, I have time. Everybody find your strap. Where'd my strap go? Find your strap. With a little more time than I thought. If your strap is not in a loop, go ahead and put it in a loop. Quite sure how mine came out of a loop. The loop is going to be a bit wider than shoulders width apart. Hips width apart. And then take that loop through the legs and about 3 inches or so above your knees. Just so, think bridge pose, just so that when you place your feet back on the floor, you have a little traction on that strap, but not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. You want to be able to press out into the strap. The upper arms go to the floor, elbows to shoulders. Your fingers point up toward the ceiling. And you're just going to think about this for a second. Press gently against the strap. Lengthen the tailbone as if you were tucking your pelvis, or actually tuck the pelvis a little bit, and then press into the feet to lift the hips. For some, this strap makes bridge pose hurt your knees. If you are one of those, 2 choices. Try turning the toes out, or just get rid of the strap or adjust the strap. Sometimes it's too low or too tight. Sometimes it's too loose. So the upper arms press into the floor. The shoulders press into the floor. We start to raise the chest toward the chin. And then when you're here too, you let go of the hands, take the arms and shoulders underneath you, interlace the hands, coming into bridge pose. Front body open, press into your feet, everyone. And lower all the way down. Take the strap off. Grab one block, take it underneath your sacrum. So the sacrum is not your lower back. Please make sure that block is below the curve of your pelvis or your hip bones, right? Excuse me. We're back in bridge pose, a little bit more restorative. The shoulders come down to the floor. Tailbone lengthens. 1, you're here. That's plenty enough for you. 2, you're going to lift off the block and then tap the block. Lift up, tap down, lift up, and down. Good. 2 more. Lift, lower. Last one. Lift and lower. Draw one knee and then the other knee to chest. This is going to round your lower back, so be mindful. You can let those knees drop right into your chest. We're stretching out that lower back. And then bring the sacrum back to the block and take both legs up. Once the legs are up, point the feet and then flex. And point and flex. Good. 3 more. Point and flex. This is 2 and 1. Take the soles of the feet together, optional, or just leave the legs up. And then just let the heels drop toward the groin, but without holding anything if you can. Just letting gravity hold you in place. Bring the legs together, take the legs back up, and then open them wide. Again, all of this only if you're comfortable with the block underneath. Keep the sacrum on your block. Try not to round your back. And up. Bend the knees, both feet to the floor. Press up, take the block out. Set it to the side for now. Lower your whole upper body to the floor and just maybe come back to that cactus pose. Cactus arms. Right leg straight, right arm overhead. And see if you feel a difference in the stretch of your body. Bring the right arm back to cactus, bend the right knee, foot to the floor, straighten the left leg, take the left arm overhead. Bring both of those back in, knees to chest. Actually, let's do one other thing. Sorry. Take the left ankle above the right knee to figure 4. Bring both legs toward chest. Don't need the arms probably, so just let that upper body stay open in cactus pose. Breathe. Very carefully and slowly, that left foot is going to continue across the right until it lands on the floor. Your right leg then just relaxes to the floor and you are in a twist. So your left foot is on the floor, your right leg is relaxing. Arms are open. Maybe the gaze is slightly left, but don't overdo. Bring the head to neutral. Reach and push with both legs. Come back to figure 4. Release that side. Go to the other side. Right ankle to left knee. Bring the knees toward your chest. Pause. And then lower that right foot to the left. Relax the left knee once you're there. Maybe a soft turn of the neck toward the right. Release, come to center. Release your figure four. Grab your blocks. Take both blocks underneath your thighs. We're getting ready for Shavasana. If you need your blanket or something under your head or on top of you just to stay cozy, please do that. And then allow the back of the thighs to rest on those blocks. The shoulders are down at the floor. Maybe the palms are face up. And we breathe all the way up the front side of the body, and we exhale all the way down the back side. Maybe we feel a little less hunched over or tight at the front body. And soften even more. For those to be ready, just start to wiggle and stretch. Oh, very slowly bending those knees. Drawing the knees to the chest and just rocking side to side. Allow the knees to roll to one side, curl over to fetal pose. And then as you're ready, slowly, slowly, just press yourself up. Come to a seat. Just kind of take a moment to feel, especially the front body. And then inhale, reach up. Exhale to your heart. Bow to your own inner wisdom. Finding balance. Namaste, everyone.
Namaste.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Hope you had a great class.
Yeah. Good class.